Alrighty. We are live. Go. Just doing a few pieces of technical setup. Why does that look crooked? Okay. Small discussion paper. Here, I think. Why does that look so weird? All right, we're rolling. We're going to roll with that. Yep. So, yes, we're building the up house, but we're also building Lego Disney, well, not Disney minifigures, Lego Marvel minifigures. I managed to get a few of these suckers. Do you guys like the sideways stream? We're going to roll with it. We will roll with this. So, yes, we're going to start with the minifigures, then we're going to get into the up house. So, our first minifigure is... Oh, it's one that I did not have. It is Storm from X-Men 97. So, we're getting started with one that I didn't have previously. So that is extremely... It's a good start. It's a very good start. Okay. So, I'm going to assume that goes there. This will in turn go there, and then that will go on there. Little collar piece. And then mohawk. And some lightning. One of these little pieces here to make action pose. And, oh, you know what it might be for the angle of the stream? Let me try something. All right, it was not what I thought it was. So, we're back. Is that better? I think that might be better. No, that is not better. That just makes it look upside down. Does that help? That helps. I don't know what's going on with the angle of this thing, but yeah, we're going to roll with it. We're rolling with weird angles and all. So yeah, we've got the Storm minifigure first, and then we've got, who's our next figure? It is Wolverine. I don't know how many X-Men figures there are in this series. I legitimately do not know. I know there's at least Storm, Wolverine, and Beast. Now, I actually already have a Wolverine, but why not just go ahead and build up this Wolverine figure. And then we'll go with the hair, because the one that I already have does not have hair on it. So we're going to go with that, put the Sentinel head here, and then we've got those two. Who's next? So far we're 2 for 2, but I have a duplicate of 1. Let's see, and we've got another Wolverine. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to build the duplicate Wolverine, but could be interesting for something. And then, final figure, maybe we'll get a new figure, or maybe it'll just be another Wolverine. It is, oh, this is a new one. At least one that I haven't opened yet. It is, who is this? It is, oh. I don't think I have this figure. It is the figure for the character of Echo. Weird choice. I think a lot of people wanted to see a different character. In the series. I think a few people were wanting a Kang figure in the series. Okay, so let me actually open up the knife and we'll see. So, we got 1 duplicate, not too bad. Don't know what I'm going to do with 3 Wolverines. Maybe a Wolverine army, an army of Wolverine variants. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. We'll see. But either way, I mean, very intricate figure, but I think people would have rather had a Kingpin in the series than an Echo, if that would have made sense. If that makes sense. Okay. All right. So that is, these are, oh wait, that's a new leg piece. I didn't realize that. That's a new leg piece right there. So, yeah. Overall, yeah, I've got a bunch of Wolverine parts, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Wolverine army. Now, let's get into what the stream is really for, which is, of course, the House from Up. So we'll move these figures to the side, and we will start building. Not realize this was a punch tab, but yep. So now that we've got the surprise mystery box portion done, and I don't think I'll need the knife. Let's talk about some stuff. So D23 happened yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was. Honestly, I thought it was in September, so I legitimately didn't know that it was happening until afterwards. So, wait, how many bags are in this set? Bag 1. Okay, we got 4 bags. This isn't too big of this set. We're probably building a little balloon stand first. No, that's in the last bag. Okay. But yeah, D23 was yesterday, and there was some stuff. Of course there was. Surprisingly, not. Of course, they acknowledged Deadpool at Comic-Con, but you know, I was kind of expecting them to give a little bit more fanfare to Deadpool. Who else wants Deadpool to have a crossover movie before Secret Wars? We'll see. But yeah, we're going to talk about the D23 announcements, starting with Pixar. Now, okay, there were a few other things. I'm going to speed run those. They discussed Avatar 3. Don't really care for those movies. I haven't really seen those movies. If I haven't seen the second one for sure. I don't even remember if I've watched the first one at this point. But they announced the title for the third one is, I think it's Fire and Ash. So, I mean, that's interesting. They talked about Moana 2, which looks like it might be a rock-centered movie. If it is, might make it slightly more interesting. If it's not, The Rock announced he would be doing a monster truck movie, which is an interesting choice. But of course, Pixar might have been the highlight of the night, because they did discuss something that I'm actually hoping is going to be very good, which is the upcoming Toy Story 5. Weird to say upcoming Toy Story 5, because for several years it was upcoming Toy Story 4. Obviously, we're getting a bunch of the original cast returning, which I'm excited for. Then we're going to be seeing we're obviously going to see the toys, but the big reveal was that this movie is going to be talking about technology and how that'll work alongside toys, which I think a lot of people kind of thought would be what Toy Story 4 was going to go for. It's not, Toy Story 3. So that's kind of interesting right there. Not 3, sorry. Toy Story 5. I think a lot of people thought we would be getting it, in the fourth movie. So the concept of technology is interesting. But we're also going to be getting... Apparently there's an army of 50 rogue Buzz Lightyears. 50 evil Buzz Lightyears. Which tells me they're paying Tim Allen a lot for this movie. Either that or they're in such a horrible financial situation that they just thought, why don't we just use Tim Allen to voice the villain as well and save some money? I don't know, but it's kind of funny. But look, right, I know it's a weird idea, but at the same time, I like to see actors that I would typically associate with hero performances. I like to see them do something on the evil side. And so let's see what Tim Allen can do with an evil Buzz Lightyear. Why not? This could go somewhere interesting. Hopefully a good interesting and not a bad interesting. Yeah, for me that was the standout of the day, was them talking about Toy Story 5. Confirming Tom Hanks is returning, at least, yeah, I believe they did officially announce Tom Hanks would be returning, which, good that we're getting the original cast back. But, right, so I guess they're not doing Sid at this point, because a lot of people, I think, were expecting Sid to be the main villain for Toy Story 5, have him return. I don't know, it could be interesting. And who knows, maybe Sid's the one that programmed the evil Buzz Lightyears. Give this evil Buzz Lightyear twist a blast from the past and have Sid be the one behind it. I don't know, this seems like the kind of thing he might do as an adult. But I will admit, it's an interesting idea. We'll see where it goes. Could be a very interesting move for the series. Apart from that, we got the announcement of a new original movie, which sounds interesting, about robot beavers. I mean, okay, could go along with the um, could go along with the technology stuff of Toy Story. Maybe Pixar is establishing technology like the Pixar theory, and this is just a rapid expansion of it. So we got that. Big news of the day, big news of the whole thing, something that I don't think had been rumored. The Incredibles 3 is happening. Which, yeah, Incredibles 1 is, it's one of the best Pixar movies. Incredibles 2 was a little bit of a step down, in my opinion, but still decent. But, you know, the announcement of Incredibles 3, you know, hopefully this will be good. You know, this has the potential to be. We also got updates on their upcoming science fiction alien movie, Elio? Wasn't really excited for that when it was first announced. Still not too excited about it personally. We'll see. It could be one that when it gets to streaming, you know, I could watch it then and think it's a great movie. But for now, not too excited for that one. And then we got the first trailer for the first full series Pixar has done, original series, Win or Lose. Okay, looked interesting, very least. Legitimately surprised it took Pixar this long to get their own Disney Plus series that wasn't a spinoff from Monsters Inc. But yeah, it sounds interesting. I'll give it that. So yeah, we got that, and then that was all of the interesting stuff for the Pixar panel. So now we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about the Marvel panel, which started with a look at Captain America: Brave New World. Should have been called New World Order. Yes, I am actually sticking with saying that for the movie's title. Seriously, you missed out. That was a good title, and then you changed it. I don't know why. But we got some new shots, particularly of the Red Hulk, which, you know, I was thinking they're pulling a fast one on us, right? No, this seems to outright confirm we're just getting the Red Hulk, which I know sounds dumb because everyone expected it, but I was thinking Marvel is probably pulling a fast one on us. Right, get us all thinking Harrison Ford is playing the Red Hulk, and then, you know, plot twist, you know, Sam Wilson becomes Red Hulk or something. You know, I legitimately thought that Marvel was trying to give us a bait and switch, but no, it's just an outright Harrison Ford Red Hulk. Which, I will say, the CGI from the trailer that is leaked online, which, yes, I did watch, seriously, Marvel has less scrutiny around the stuff from D23 than the Olympics. But, yeah, I mean, it looked interesting. The CGI for Harrison Ford Red Hulk was actually pretty good. Maybe the best Hulk CG, honestly. Then we got the theme for the Fantastic Four, which is a very good musical score by Michael Giacchino, who's done the scores for several Marvel projects and directed The Incredible Werewolf by Night. So, again, absolutely incredible score. also got the first look at the Fantastic Four costume. Now, we got footage for Daredevil. I have not watched this footage because I am actually still working on the Netflix series and I didn't want any spoilers. So, like I said, not seen any. So, I've seen a few episodes, but I've not seen the leaked footage. We got a few other trailers as well, including the WandaVision spinoff, which I think is a few years too late. But Marvel has a tendency to make projects that seem very weird and just, why would you make this, into huge cornerstone events. You know, it's a, oh shoot, I don't want to miss this, or oh shoot, why did I miss this kind of thing. I think we're probably getting one of those with this one. I don't know. Call it a gut feeling, but I think we're getting played here with something. So, yeah, I watched the trailer. It's okay. I mean, who knows? If you guys want, I might break down. I might do episode by episode reviews as it gets released. But yeah. We got some footage for Ironheart, which I honestly thought was delayed, or, well, not delayed, but I thought it was canceled, right? The fact that we had gone so long without hearing anything, and that we got a bunch of stuff for upcoming projects I haven't even filmed yet, I legitimately thought, well, they probably just canceled it. No, apparently a full trailer was shown. Yeah, interesting. So, yeah. So more info on. Okay, I had heard rumors about this, but I had actually forgotten about this until I heard the announcement, and that was Disney making a live action version of the movie Lilo and Stitch. I need to go and watch some of these older Disney movies because or not older, but I mean, some of these Disney movies I have not seen. Because this is one of them. I've seen the posters, obviously. Have I seen this one? I don't remember if I watched this one or not. I could have, and it just been a long time ago. But either way, yeah, got announced officially. The design for live action Stitch was unveiled. Not creepy, which is a good thing. So yeah, that's that. Apparently there was some stuff released for their Snow White movie. Don't really care about that personally. But then they moved on to talk about their upcoming Tron movie, which that's another franchise that I haven't actually watched. But most interesting thing was apparently Nine Inch Nails is doing the score for it, and they actually wrote a song that would go on to become my favorite cover song of all time. They wrote the song Hurt, which was ultimately covered by Johnny Cash. So there might be some good stuff in the soundtrack. Let me know, by the way. Say it in chat. Do you want me to go and watch the Tron series and review them? Yes or no? Okay, so that about wraps up D23 coverage for stuff that I found interesting anyway. Being cautious with that one. There we go. I had to put a sticker on, so 2. There we go. Yeah. So D23, I mean, everyone knew it wasn't going to be as exciting as Comic-Con. I mean, Comic-Con had the grand unveiling of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, which we're going to get to later because I've had some time to ruminate and I've got a few thoughts on how it could work. So we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. So, now let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Still no updates if the Living Tombstones song for FNAF 2 is going to be used in the movie. I kind of hope this is a trend, right? They used the first FNAF movie, used the Living Tombstones Five Nights at Freddy's 1 song for the movie, the credit scene specifically. So, I mean, this is what I think. I think we're probably going to see the sequels use the sequel songs, right? So it's been so long for FNAF 2, and I don't know what the name is of the third one right now. It slipped my mind. But, yeah. Or could we just see the big band version of FNAF? You know, the song for the first game, Five Nights at Freddy's. Could we see that be used? For the movie. Could be interesting. And I think that might be what we see. It could be possible as well that that's just used in the to end the credits of the third movie. We get maybe we get It's Been So Long for the credits of the second one to establish threat, and then we get the big band version for Five Nights at Freddy's 3. We get the big band version for Five Nights at Freddy's in the credits of the third movie. I think this could be what we see. And I think that's the route that they might go down for it. But again, we will see. So, moving on. Apparently we have confirmation that the animatronics are being built currently. We actually have set pictures for. We have set pictures for, not set pictures, but they've got pictures of the models being created, which means they fully have a script ready to go. They've locked in the actors. They know the animatronics they need. So this is exciting. They obviously are getting Matthew Lillard to return. So is this going to be like the second game and be a prequel? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I honestly, at this point, the fact that, I don't know, because we also see that in Matthew Lillard's casting picture on him being in the movie, he's in the Springlock suit. He's in the Springtrap, sorry. He's in the Springtrap suit. And of course, it's all kinds of dirty and messed up. So it's probably, I don't know, maybe it's a prequel in the sense of maybe it's going back and explaining his origins, but they're trying to figure out how to stop him in the present day. I think that could be what we're seeing here. Which means, yes, I am predicting Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is going to be dubbed, jokingly, the Lore Dump movie. I do think that they're probably gonna. I think I heard a rumor that they were gonna move up to an R rating for the movie, which that will be interesting if that happens. Because I think a lot of people actually wanted Five Nights 1 to be rated R. To be fair, there were also reports the movie was going to be 3 hours long. Which, considering how Scott Cawthon is apparently really good at trolling people, maybe he should have just said Five Nights at Freddy's will be 3 hours right up until release, and be like, nope, it's actually it's not even 2 hours. I think. What was the runtime? I just didn't even pay attention to the runtime because I was having a good time watching it. It was a fun movie, honestly. It was very good. So yeah. But I want to see. My big issue, if you guys watched my review of the movie, was there was not enough of Matthew Lillard acting insane. Seriously, you have an actor who is highly qualified to just play an evil, psychotic lunatic, and you use him for 15 minutes. Because seriously, he was the best part of the Scream movies, and so yeah, I was really hoping that they'd give him something a little bit more to do for this one. But he was still the best part of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 movie. And I think that we're probably going to see a very interesting plot with the second one, something to do with his original murder spree. I think is probably what's in store for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Scream 7. Neve Campbell confirmed it is a Sydney movie. Again, this should not have been, a big shocker. But, it's nice to know it's not going to be a Sydney cameo. It's a Sydney-focused story. So that really makes me think, maybe they shouldn't have Patrick Dempsey be the opening kill. Because I had said in one of my previous videos, you want to get Sydney back, you got to have it be you got to have the opening kill be someone close to Sydney. And so at this point, I say, right, we're probably done with the storyline from Scream 5 and 6. So I think that they're probably going to have the opening kill be Randy's niece and nephew, because from what it sounds like, they're still involved in the project potentially. They haven't gotten any calls or anything, so they're actually able to return. So maybe that's what we'll see is is they'll be the opening kill. I think it could be interesting to do maybe a serialized take on a Ghostface. Maybe, look, they were heavily implying a Ghostface cult was out there in the previous movie. So here's what I suggest. Not breaking this. I suggest just straight up saying, yeah, the masterminds of the previous movies were not actually the masterminds, but actually part of this Ghostface cult. Right? Maybe they came up with strategies and stuff for the attacks, but the actual, guy in charge, maybe someone who's supplying these ghost faces with funds or something, is killer. Which at this point makes me think, right? You gotta have it be someone connected to the past. If you don't want to go with Stu, which I think it would be a big disappointment not to, then what about Billy's dad? Billy Loomis's dad is one of the main characters who just shows up in Scream 1, does nothing at any other point in the series, when literally his son is the name most associated with Ghostface, and his, I believe, ex-wife is also Ghostface. So, this is, right, Billy's dad would make sense. And look, if you want to have the movie set in another familiar location, then why not set it in the stage from, why don't you just set it in the stage from, the theater, from Scream 2? Right? Yes, that would mean having to get Sidney to go back to her college. But at the same time, right, maybe she's teaching there. I don't know, maybe, right? Because what is Sidney's job at this point in the franchise? We do not know what Sidney is up to. We just know that she's married to Patrick Dempsey and has some kids. All right, apart from that, we do not know anything about what Sidney's up to. Right? And so maybe saying that she teaches, right? Okay, admittedly, right, this might come across as a dumb decision or the smartest move ever, right? Sidney's new job, teaching at the place where there was a Ghostface attack. Why would any Ghostface think that it would be a smart idea to try to attack Sidney there? They know. Ghostfaces know what happened at each time that they tried to kill Sidney. So of course they would know that she's teaching where there was a Ghostface attack. I think it makes sense, right? Let's think about it like this. You're Sidney. Where do you want to hide? Plain sight? Maybe. Or the site of a Ghostface attack. Right? Why would any Ghostface ever suspect you of hiding at the site of a Ghostface attack? It's a genius plan. Maybe it's too out there, but at the same time, it could be a really interesting direction to go. But I do think the idea of having Billy's father be Ghostface, I think could work. Right? It would bring in this loose end from the franchise, right? You want to tie it back. Perfect. Here you go. You got the dad of the original killer back as Ghostface. And then, right, it allows everything to be brought full circle. It will bring these different parts of the franchise together. If you have Chad and Mindy be the opening kill and have Kirby show up, then you will have all three different versions of the franchise together on screen. Right? You will have the father of the original mastermind. Right? You will have this would actually be a perfect idea. Yeah, this should be what they do with the movie at this point, is just have the killer be Billy's father. Right? What did happen with that guy? We don't know. Right? Because, you gotta think, the guy would be probably a little mad if he found out his affair was the reason for a murder spree. Right? You gotta imagine what was this guy thinking after he heard, oh yeah, your son was a serial killer, and he blamed the affair that you had with his girlfriend's mom as the reason why he killed his girlfriend's mom and then went on a massive murder spree. Right? What would he think when he heard that? It would probably drive him insane to hear that caused a mass murder spree and, by extension, a franchise, essentially. Right? So this actually could be a good idea. How, you can maybe even have him in there and have this be a mystery. What did happen with this guy after he found out this information? Right? Maybe you could use him as a red herring. Right? Or, hear me out here, different take. Right? The franchise, Scream is always doing something different. So, hear me out here, because I know this idea is going to sound dumb, but what if, right, if Hank Loomis, Billy's dad, is Ghostface, what if he's Ghostface looking after Sidney? Right? This would be a twist on the formula. Because that would make it, then you could reveal, right, that this Ghostface actually, yes, did kill people. But this would be a completely different motive for the franchise. Right? Because you always have, when Sidney's involved, Sidney is always the target. Unless it's staged to make it look like Sidney's psychotic evil cousin. But Sidney is always the target. Well, what about this one? It's a completely flipped story. Right? You unveil, right? I can even picture it being like this. Right? Which is, apart from the affair, the guy seems to have good intentions in the rest of the movie with protecting his son, who I think he doesn't know is a psychotic serial killer. So, you unveil him as Ghostface and then say, hey, here's a twist for you. All these people that are part of this spree, we're actually planning a much larger spree. That would be a twist. Would it be a good twist? I don't know. But it would definitely shake up the franchise. And it could leave Sidney in a whole new predicament. Because it would be, Ghostface actually not wanting to kill her for once. Would this be a good move for the franchise? Write in chat what you think. But honestly, I think this could have potential for a good, engaging plot in the movie. Right? Because I think this could make for a very interesting premise, right? Because this is one thing the franchise hasn't done yet, is have Ghostface actually not want to kill Sidney. What would this mean for the franchise? I don't know. Would this be a cringy twist? Probably. Would it be unexpected? Absolutely. Could you imagine the look of probably pure horror on Sidney's face when she realizes this Ghostface didn't want to kill her, but wanted to kill other Ghostfaces? So yeah, that was a new pitch for the movie. I don't think anyone's throwing that out there. It could be a very good idea for the movie. But updates, it's filming in December. Maybe set it at Christmas time? And then right, have, and then of course, I believe Courtney Cox has officially signed on to join the cast. No word yet on Patrick Dempsey, but apparently a while ago it did get leaked that list of cast members. You've got people from Cocaine Bear, people from Halloween. And look, here's the thought, right? Could the Halloween individual, right, the actor or actress, could it be Jamie Lee Curtis? Right? Because I think this would actually be a pretty fun idea. They've brought up Halloween more times than any other horror franchise during the entire series, right? Halloween is the most referenced and most mocked franchise in Scream. Well, not mocked, but it's the biggest one that people refer to in Scream. Most famous instance being, the hospital scene in Scream 4, where you're not Michael Myers. I'm going to rewatch those movies very soon. Because last year I enjoyed watching those in the build up to Halloween and reviewing them for you guys. But yeah, I think that it would be really funny if Jamie Lee Curtis was the opening kill of Scream 7. Right? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you just have Jamie Lee Curtis play herself and then roll from there with something new. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting road to production for this movie. I'm excited for it. But yeah, that's a completely off the cuff pitch and some updates for Scream 7. Like I said, I did not plan on giving a full pitch for the movie, but there you go. I just spitballed one, which actually sounds like a really good movie. Put in the chat if you like that pitch, because that was definitely an out there pitch. But yes, moving on. Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom, right? So now we're going to talk about, right, how could Downey Jr. play Doom, right? I've seen several videos. Is he a variant of Tony Stark? Is he just Dr. Doom? Is he from the multiverse? What is going on with this interpretation of Doom? Why are they doing Doom as RDJ? I mean, it's got to be the multiverse, right? All right, let's just start up front. This should be the multiverse. I know people are going to say, oh man, really? But then that way we can get a traditional Doctor Doom, right, from the Marvel 616 universe. And then you have, the full origin story, maybe do a full movie for this new Doom to set him up. Boom. There you go. All right, where is it? But one theory I saw floating around is this is a Iron Man. This is an Iron Man that winds up surviving, killing Thanos. I don't like that idea. It could... I mean, you would have to get the best performance any actor has ever given in anything before to sell the idea that Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark would have done this had he survived the snap. And I am losing this piece. It's not in the bag. Let's go ahead and work on some of the other parts for this. So, yeah. I honestly think that the best route to do, right, if you want to go with Tony Stark variant, there's two routes. One, Ultron works. Right, this I think would be a little bit more feasible to do than surviving the snap. But Ultron works is a very good point. Maybe it gets to Iron Man's head, and I was looking for a sideways piece. But yeah, maybe you could do that. Ultron works, doesn't go crazy, doesn't go rogue, and it gets to Iron Man's head. Right? I could see that being a option for this. The other option is have, and I actually like this option, is have this be an Iron Man, or a Tony Stark rather, that loses, that maybe someone close to him was on the weapons pitch, and that leads him to become Doctor Doom after that character dies instead of someone else. Could be interesting. It's an interesting route to go down, but I don't know. I mean, right, Doctor Doom in the comics is a little bit of a control freak. So what if this is an Iron Man 2 variant? Right, something happens in Iron Man 2. Maybe War Machine dies at the hands of Whiplash, and that triggers the spiral that leads Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man to become Doctor Doom. Right, I think that would probably be a good pick. Right, because everyone kind of ignores Iron Man 2. But, right, I think that could actually be a very interesting pivot point for the character. If you want to say, yeah, this is when he became Doctor Doom, is, you could even highlight a specific scene in Iron Man 2 and say, this is the moment Doom was created. Maybe this is the finale of What If, right? Going into full speculation mode, right? What if this is how What If ends? Right? We get a full episode, right? Just Robert Downey Jr. back, and then boom, it's, oh no, this is how he became Doctor Doom. You thought we were just doing a Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man 2 What If episode? Yeah, no, this is fully, we're giving you Doctor Doom's origin right here. Which I think is an entirely likely option. Also means that you don't have to fully emphasize telling the origin in Doomsday. You can give a brief recap. That way people who watch the Disney Plus show will be like, okay, I know the full story. And then people who don't have Disney Plus can just be like, okay, that's what happened. Okay, cool. Time to ride. I think that could be what we get. Is we're getting season 3 of What If, which is set to be the final season. So I think fully they're gonna just outright say something big, right, for Secret Wars and Doomsday. And look, I think we're actually just gonna get the outright reveal. Here is the origin story for Doctor Doom. We're telling it right now in What If, so we can get the most out of it for Doomsday. Okay. There we go. That is the wrong way for this. I put it on the wrong way. Okay. But, I mean, did you kind of see the point that I'm getting to there? Is Downey Doom, right, which is what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Downey Doom. Just goes through basically Iron Man 2, but the entire thing tortures him to the point where he becomes just a straight up, full on villain. That's probably going to be your best way of doing, and I'm going to continue to refer to him as this, Downey Doom. But, yet, that's what I think we're going to get is What If is going to give us our explanation on how Downey Doom came to exist. Do you guys think that's cringy? Downey Doom? Let me know what you guys think on that nickname. Figured it would be kind of funny since Iron Man gave people nicknames. It would be funny for an Iron Man variant to get a nickname. You're kind of like Abbott and Costello, who's on first, except, not. Because Abbott and Costello, who's on first, is baseball nicknames, not nicknames for multiversal tyrant. Not tyrants, but multiversal destroyers. So, who is Downey Doom gonna kill? Because he's got to kill someone. Now, look. What I think would be the best route and just a full showcase of power, make you go, oh no, is have Doom go through all of the characters. Here's the pitch. Go through all the characters that no one likes from the Multiverse Saga, have them all show up to try to defeat Doom. Maybe they get an alert early on. Have them all show up to defeat Doom and have Doom be like, pathetic, and just wipe the floor with them. Have him just... That frame from Secret Wars, the comic. Recreate that, but have him do that to Captain Marvel. Have Downey Doom just full on go through a rampage of killing off these characters. To be fair, that would not do anything for emotional stakes because these are the characters no one likes that I'm suggesting this happen to. But at the same time, right, this would be an interesting opening. Because you would have just a pure shock factor of what... You have that pure shock factor of, this guy just eviscerated all of these characters. Plus, that trims down the cast significantly and would appease Deadpool, who does not like a high budget. And these people would definitely bring a high budget to Doomsday. So, yeah, can you kind of see the thought of that? But, I mean, yeah, you could go that, and I think that would be the more shock-inducing option. But, I get it. Marvel might not want to film a scene with all of their new characters being eviscerated by Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. So, here's the more likely option. Thor. Right, hear me out here. I don't want Chris Hemsworth Thor to die. But at the same time, you need a big kill at the hands of Downey Doom to establish the fact that this guy is a serious villain who, when he walks on screen, you think, oh no, they are doomed. Get it? Doomed? Never mind. I'm going to stop making Doom puns. Actually, no, I'm not going to stop making Doom puns. I've decided. I'm keeping on with the Doom puns. But, right, you need to have something happen that the characters just look on in horror. You know, you need that Loki moment from, Avengers Infinity War. You need to have the metaphorical Thanos snapping Loki's neck, right, to establish the stakes. And I think you can do that through either having Doom go through a bunch of really strong characters and then having him kill a very, a fan favorite character. Or you do 2 in 1. And that's what you would do with Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Which is, you would be, a big final battle. I can picture it like this. Big final battle. Thor just sees Doctor Doom. A fight breaks out. Thor loses his concentration after, right? You have Doom arrive in the mask, but you have Thor destroy Doom's mask during the fight. And then he just loses his concentration when he sees the face of Tony Stark, which gets him killed. Or ironically, or not ironically, but alternatively, Spider-Man, right? So I think that this is going to be something which could be a big stepping point for the character of Spider-Man. People are making memes. Haven't you made him suffer enough? We'll see. We'll see. Right, just look at it this way. The more that you put Spider-Man through, the more interesting the black suit story will be. Right, so I just realized we're making the little balloon thing. But yeah, I don't know what I thought this thing was going to be, but yeah, I thought this was just going to be a random part of the house. But yeah, this is of course the balloon thing. But I mean, yeah, maybe, right? Maybe you actually have Robert Downey Jr. Doom kill Spider-Man. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen because Sony ain't gonna be cool with that. They were probably only cool with Spider-Man being part of the 50% because they were like, yes, this will make our movie much, much more financially successful. People want to see what he does after he gets resurrected. So that's probably what they're going to do. So I don't know. I think Downey Doom is going to have to kill someone. But I don't know who. Right? I mean, it's going to have to be a fan favorite. Right? This guy cannot pick and choose. He sees someone, he's going to have to take it. He's going to have to take a shot. So, legitimately, could we see everyone die at the hands of Downey Doom? And by that, I mean everyone but the legacy characters. And by legacy characters, I mean, of course, the existing multiverse saga characters, and have to leave the Downey Doom situation. Yeah, have the right MCU protagonists go up against Doom. Have a couple survivors, Doctor Strange, Loki, potentially, and then just have the rest of them get the floor wiped. Right? Have Doom just go on a killing spree. Have the few survivors decide we need a little bit of help and reach out to multiversal heroes to defeat Doom in Secret Wars. Because either way, you're going to have to make a strong statement with the opening of this movie. You're going to have to say, okay, why, Thanos, comics readers knew the threat level Thanos would bring, right? The general moviegoer needed to be convinced, right? That's why the opening of Infinity War is so effective, is because it says, yeah, this is a regular Marvel movie, except no one, not even the fan favorite, seemingly unkillable Loki, is safe from Thanos. Anyone and everyone will die. And that's what you need with Doom, except like 1,000 times worse. Because this guy isn't going after half the universe. Doom is going after the entire multiverse. Okay, another pitch. You have some joke. You have Doctor Doom go and kill Sony Spider-Man universe characters that no one likes. Legitimately, I think this would be simultaneously funny, being like, this is the Sony Spider-Man villain universe is the universe Doom cares about the least. And then be like, you know what, I'm just going to go through there first. Just wipes the floor with absolutely all of them, except for Tom Hardy Venom, who stays for Secret Wars. He wipes the floor with Morbius. He wipes the floor with Kraven the Hunter. He wipes the floor 100% with Madam Web. And then you just say there, he just wiped out an entire universe. Plus, it would be poking fun at Sony, which would be funny. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where you go, really, with this, because the Secret Wars comic series begins with war, with the steps of war being taken by the Ultimate Universe and the 616. Both sides are, actively preparing for full warfare with another universe, right? So what other universe is 616 going to compete with? It's got to be it's got to be the universe of the X-Men, right? But, I mean, maybe Doom sets the two up to fight. Why? I mean, look, we don't have enough time, really. In between now and Doomsday, I mean, it would have to absolutely be announced soon or already have been filmed saying, yeah, Avengers versus X-Men is happening. Downey June gets introduced here. You would straight up have to do this movie quickly. So, it'll be interesting. But, I mean, yeah, we'll see where this goes. But, it opens up story potential. Lots of story potential. This casting. This casting single-handedly makes this movie a million more times interesting. Because, I mean, you're taking the actor most associated with being the hero of your franchise, and now you're making him the villain. Which, by the way, can we just acknowledge, Deadpool is absolutely going to poke fun at this. He sees Downey Doom and just straight up says, so I guess Marvel really needed some help, huh? I could legitimately see Deadpool pulling out a joke about, yeah, of course, there's no way this was going to be done with anyone else other than the guy that killed Thanos. Maybe Downey Doom actually knows. Here's a joke for you. What if Downey Doom actually knows of the events of X-Men Origins Wolverine and just outright says, "Look, I know you hate that variant, but I can do that to you." Which Deadpool will be like, no, the fans will not have it. I could legitimately see some good interaction. I think, look, let Deadpool get some scenes alongside Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom. Right? This will be hilarious to see Deadpool acting alongside Doctor Doom. And then, at the same time, right, just acknowledge Doom's, well, not existence, but knowledge of the multiverse to say, hey, yeah, look, I know about this version of you that you absolutely hate. I can make you that version, so be quiet. I don't know if that's the route that they're going to want to go down with Downey Doom, but legitimately could be pretty funny. I could see that being the case. So, yep. Well, I've run out of topic ideas, but got further into this stream, well, into this build than the last build. But we are building currently the balloons, which is going to be interesting. Interesting to see how the balloons go. But okay, let's see. So okay, let's see. So then we take one of these and put this there. Do-do-do-do. Okay. All right. Making 2 greens. Okay. 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 Then we attach that to there. Then I will say this is a very intricately designed set. So, but like I said, we are approaching okay. Balloons go there. Then I'm just actually going to go ahead and set these up. Then I'm going to shove that there. Place one there. And then a red balloon will go right there. Okay. Then, actually, I guess it would just make sense to go ahead and we'll do the balloons one at a time. But yeah. What is the stream at? For watch time. We've been going for over an hour? Have we really? Okay. Wow, we have been going for over an hour. Alrighty. Okay. I bet there's some people that thought, this set doesn't have enough balloons. We need more balloons. Yeah, I could completely imagine someone saying, yeah, we got the Lego Up House. Wait, it doesn't have enough balloons. It doesn't have the exact amount of balloons that were in the movie. I don't think people actually went like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone did, because that sounds like something funny on the internet that would actually happen. Someone, yeah, we got the Up House, not enough balloons. I could completely see that argument actually taking place. Not enough balloons. Well, I mean, we got the set, okay? Someone would still be like, not enough. Nowhere near enough balloons. You must have the exact accurate amount of balloons. That would be funny, but yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we are rapidly approaching the end of this build. Like I said, we're almost there. Okay. So we slide that. This will go in. Well, we're almost done with the house. I forgot to put the little clip thing on. Which, by the way, does anyone else? I get why, right? You do the balloons last, but right, to me, it would make sense to just go ahead and do the little balloon cart first. That way, the last thing you're doing is putting the balloons on the house. Like I said, it's a very cool set. By the way, you guys notice? Put the DeLorean. Put the DeLorean on the shelf so you can see it during the streams. Makes the shelf a little bit more interesting with it. Shoot, I dropped a balloon. Give me a second. There we go. Go. Let's see. So, put that one there. Then, not final balloon, but next balloon goes there. Then, this balloon goes there. Then, we've got another red balloon, which goes there. That gets put in. That gets placed. And those were supposed to be different ones. Okay. Here is what I will do. I will go ahead and do these balloons to be the correct style. Okay, so this balloon goes there. Then, yep, you can see it. You can see the house forming. See, and then these two will be the correct style. So this is a red and a blue balloon. Almost there. Almost. Right. This balloon now goes on here. There we go. Now we start building a little fence area outside, or a little balloon area outside. There we go. All right. Making progress. Okay. So put the little pyramids on top. Okay. That will go there. This will go there. And this will have it there. This here. All right, then I have this here, and that piece shall go there. Next up, the mailbox, which is now complete. All right, then another balloon. This time, a green balloon. Okay. All right, now. Oh, wait, that balloon doesn't go in there. That balloon. That balloon goes there. And then this balloon there. Then this goes on here, with this on top. Then this here to create a helium can. Right. Then it'll remain it look like, okay, that's look like a balloon is being blown up. Then okay, that goes there. And then this goes on there. That goes there. And then finally, the little squirrel goes right there. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Up House, built in one stream. and overall, it was a very, very cool build. And yeah, just an awesome stream. But that is it for this live stream. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.